All right, well, the World Series just got interesting again with that big win by my Giants last night.
Yeah, all of a sudden you're plugged in.
Yeah, it was a good game.
It was a great game, yeah.
Blowout, but fun.
Should be a fun World Series, though.
Should be good.
Thanks, Hud. It's no secret the World Series is that much more special if your favorite team is playing. If you're a Yankee fan, that means it's usually every other year. But for others, a trip to the World Series can happen once in a lifetime, if that. The owner of a well-known Victoria restaurant has been waiting 28 years for his Detroit Tigers to win another World Series and has built a living, breathing, thriving shrine of Tigers baseball. Call it coincidence, but John's Place opened in the fall of 1984, just before the last World Series the Detroit Tigers ever won.
Actually 1 week before, and I had to sneak away, and I went home for 3 days, and literally I left it with people I was hoping that they can handle it for a weekend.
The restaurant survived, as did John's obsession with the Tigers. The Motor City motif raises some eyebrows.
Always, it's like, what's with all the Detroit stuff? And I explained to him that John's from Windsor, Ontario, which is right across the bridge from Detroit.
Tomorrow, the Tigers face the San Francisco Giants in Game 1 of the World Series. John and his staff predict the end is coming for this Detroit drought.
I predict they'll sweep them.
We win in 6.
But it's not these Tigers that captured John's heart. It was the teams from old Tiger Stadium that kick-started his craze. And the proof of the passion is the painting.
I don't know if there's a 30-foot mural of Tiger Stadium around anywhere.
The massive mural sits above a who's who of Tigers history, but some less famous faces make the mural truly special.
So my dad is sitting down in the far end, and my son was like 4 years old at the time, so I got him to transpose me as a 12-year-old with my son on his other lap. So that was really my tribute to him.
And there's a living, breathing tribute to John's all-time favorite player, Norm Cash. Meet John's son, Norm Cash CANTIN.
Norm Cash.
Whether it's a Detroit W or Giant jubilation, John is just happy to be in the series.
I'm always a fan. This is gravy.
And what's gravy without fries? And not just any fries. John's Place serves up garlic fries from the old Tiger Stadium recipe. And a special World Series menu is on the way. And even steely-eyed Yankee fans are welcome.
Anybody, that's okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Even this guy right here?
Well, yeah, but I charged them a lot of money to put that picture up, though.
How much does that go for?
As we work to build the next great Red Sox team, we are extremely fortunate that John will be with us to lead that team on the field.
Boston Red Sox GM Ben Cherington unveiled new manager John Farrell today at a news conference. Yes, the same John Farrell who managed the Toronto Blue Jays this past season. Boston was able to pry Farrell away by sending infielder Mike Aviles to the Jays as compensation. Now, Farrell was once a coach with the Red Sox, and despite his 2-year Toronto tenure, his heart has always been in Boston.
This situation, coming to Boston, came about a year ago, after having spent 1 year in Toronto. The request was denied. In my conversations with Paul and Alex, I expressed to him at that time, yes, this is a place that I cut my teeth as a major league coach. I expressed the same interest again, and fortunately, all parties were able to work out this trade.
The Victoria Royals can push their record to 9-4 tonight as they host the Brandon Wheat Kings. New captain Tyler Stahl is day-to-day, so no word whether he'll lead the team into battle. Face-off is set for 7:05. We'll have full highlights tonight at 11. It's not often the Vikes golf teams get to show off in front of their home crowd, but they were dialed in at Cordova Bay Golf Course for the annual Vikes shootout today. Both men's and women's teams were in first place heading into the final round, and the clubs didn't cool off despite some chilly conditions. Fifth-year veteran Jesse Tarrant was lights out for the men, firing a 68 as UVic finished with a combined score of 879. That's 3 shots better than Concordia, and it's about time the home team kept the trophy on home turf.
This is the first time in 4 years I've actually won it, so it's an annual tournament, but first time we actually won, which is great.
We just appreciate Cordova Bay putting the golf course up for us to use. The kids from all over Alberta, United States just love coming here. They treat us like $1 million. Great time.
And it was more good news for the ladies team who went shot for shot with Concordia. A single stroke was the difference as the Vikes repeated as women's champions, but fourth-year star MEAGAN Woodland narrowly missed taking home individual honors. She shot 3 under through 13. She admittedly imploded on 14 and 15, carrying a 73 into the clubhouse. That was barely bested today by the best name I've heard all day, Concordia's Sunshine Powers.
I'm a little disappointed in it because, I mean, I kind of just threw it away on those 2 holes, but what can you do? It's always fun having a playoff, and I've known Sunny for a few years, and she's a really great girl, so it was nice playing with her, and she made a great birdie, so what can you do?
I mean, we're rival schools, but we're actually really good friends. I love playing with her, and today that playoff hole was actually the only hole I got to play with her in this tournament, and usually I get to play with her both days. So it was a change, but it was nice to end the day that way.
Good for the Vikes. Now, how do you get your photo on the wall of John's place?
The booth rent that John charges me is worth every penny. You know, I should say, I feel like I shouldn't be cheering for the Giants because my brother lived in Windsor and Detroit for many years. In fact, he sang "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" at the old Tiger Stadium.
You're kidding.
And
wow.
So I have an affinity for all things Detroit, and you know, who's the biggest Tigers fan in the building was Bruce Williams.
Yes, I love these Tigers.
Yeah, who even named his cat after play-by-play guy Ernie Harwell. So
Ernie the cat.
Yeah.
Wow, very cool.
Be a great series.
Oh yeah,
Should
can't
be
wait.
All right, George, thank you.